Hello. Sitting here on the couch with my little cat. Maui, say hi. Okay, so right now I want to have a real talk, and it's going to be raw, and it's going to be about me, but I hope to inspire somebody who's watching right now and going through the same things, because I wanted to talk about body confidence, because I have been lacking body confidence for such a long time. Ever since I got into puberty, so I was 13, I got severely bullied. I've been talking about that in my question and answer video. And I guess that left a huge scar, because I have been thinking about what's wrong with me internally and externally ever since that period. So ever since I was 13, I've always been thinking something's wrong with me. This is not good. That is not good. My inner beauty, my outer beauty, it's all just not good enough. And I want to talk to you about this because I've changed something drastically on my Instagram, because I have been posting a few very confident but revealing pictures of myself on Instagram. And today, all of a sudden, I was just thinking about those pictures and I thought, you know what? I'm gonna delete them, because I feel like maybe I'm making some people insecure here. Because I get really insecure when I look at pictures of women that I want to look like, you know? When I see a picture of a woman that in my eyes is perfect, then I look at myself and think, you know, oh gosh, I'm not good enough. And I don't want anybody to look at my pictures and think that. Now, that may sound very arrogant. I don't mean it in that kind of a way. But it's not natural what you see, you know? It's not all just like, oh, I woke up like this. No, I had a breast augmentation when I was 22. I had my ears pinned back when I was 26. I bleached my teeth. I have highlights in my hair. I have microbladed eyebrows. I dye my eyelashes. I go tanning. You know, I work on my weight. So it's, and then again, you have perfect lighting in the pictures, and you have makeup that's really good in the pictures. So, and then all of that combined is the picture, you know? So I feel like it's not even me on those pictures. It's just a perfect version of me. And I originally wanted to post them as like a therapy for myself, because I always struggle with the way that I look and the way that I am as a person. I always feel not good enough. So whenever I would post these pictures, I would feel validation of, hey, this is a good looking picture of me. And that would feel good for a little while. And then I would think to myself, well, you know, it's this and this and this and that. What I've just been saying, you know, the lighting, lucky shot, makeup, you know, and all these things that I did to myself. So that's not me. I took them down because I feel like I want to spread a message that I have just recently been working on. I'm seeing a therapist for a while now, and I really realized that I struggle with my internal thoughts, you know, with me just saying to myself, you're not good enough, Isabel. You should change something. And the scary thing is that still, when I look in the mirror, I think, you know, my nose is a little bit to the right. Maybe a doctor can fix that. Maybe my lips should be a little bit more plumpy, bigger. I have like these cheeks that are sagging. Maybe I can find a doctor that will just give me like a lift. These scary thoughts in my head, just every time I look in the mirror, I think maybe I can do something else to myself. And my parents warned me before the first time that I did plastic surgery that it is addictive. Just like getting a tattoo. You know, it just isn't as intense anymore because you have done procedures to yourself which were successful. Therefore, you feel like it's okay to get something else done. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to become a plastic person, you know? So it's the end of it. I've already had two plastic surgeries done. I don't want any more. If I truly look inside myself, I don't want that because I know that it will not be fulfilling. What will give me a very good and blessed feeling is the internal dialogue that I have with myself. So if I really realize that I'm okay and that I'm enough, that is what truly will make me happy. And right now, every time I look in the mirror, I have to say something about myself that I like about myself. And whenever I catch myself thinking, ugh, when I look at something that I don't like, I have to immediately stop thinking that and be so happy with what I do have. I know that I'm not alone in this struggle. I know that so many women, so many girls are struggling with this. Just feeling like you are not good enough, that it's you. Whenever I would have a breakup with a guy, I would always blame myself. I would think, you know what? He cheated with somebody else because I didn't look good enough. He treated me like that because I was not fun enough, because I was not exciting enough, because, you know, all of these things that I should change about me when I should just realize that I'm enough. And that I've been dating a player that relationship was doomed from the beginning, you know? Now, I'm not saying that you should not work on yourself in terms of your personality, your character, because if you're, for instance, really stubborn or something and it really gets in your way of communicating with people and relationships that you have, sure, you can just work on that. But the inner soul that you have, the person that you are deep inside, you should accept that and be happy with that. You know, the first time that I dyed my hair when I was about 13, I remember that my mother was just heartbroken because I have this strawberry blonde hair. Of course, I didn't want to be a redhead, so I dyed it blonde. And my mother felt so bad because in her eyes, I realize now, in her eyes, she saw her perfect daughter that was just exquisite the way that she was. And I just wanted to change who I was when I was 13. So I feel bad now, being 28, for my mom when I was 13. Wouldn't it be wonderful if you saw yourself the way that your parents see you, you know? As just this unique, perfect individual. Wouldn't life be so much more easy and fun if it were that way? Yeah. But unfortunately, we have to work on ourselves. I can say that right now I am pretty confident, which is amazing because that is a new thing for me. Just showing you my face without makeup, what I am doing right now, that would not even be an option just a year ago. And right now I just go to the gym without makeup. I make vlogs without makeup. I spend less time just wanting to be perfect all the time, and I spend more time just accepting the way that I am and embracing that. So being happy with what I do have, and that's working really well for me, and I really want to spread that message. I am so happy with the way that things are going for me right now, and I wanted to send that motivation your way. But I think that posting these body confident pictures on Instagram is not the way. I think via this vlog I can help you more than with these pictures that I'm posting. So this is the true version of me, real talk, and I still sometimes struggle, and I do catch myself with having negative thoughts about my appearance, and that's okay as long as you realize that and change it. And I think everybody once in a while has doubt about the way that they are or the way that they look, and that's perfectly natural, but don't start believing that you're not good enough. That's what I want to tell you. And I don't want you to worry about me, because it's not, you don't have to do that at all. I'm really happy, and I'm really getting closer and closer to the true Isabel, which is a dreamy, Disney-loving girl. So I'm kind of a nerdy girl, maybe, but I love it. It just, that's the way that I am. I'm a very girly girl, and I love to act. I love to fantasize, and I love movies. I love my family. I love my work. I love the gym. I've grown up at the gym ever since I was 6 years old, so I feel at home at the gym, and people really accept me for who I am at the gym. You know, I have my weekly conversations with the elderly people there, and I really feel like I'm contributing to society, and that makes me feel really good about myself. And it has nothing to do with the way that I look. Nothing. So that's a really healthy thing to do in life, I feel like, and not just focus on social media. And I'm so scared for teenagers nowadays, because you have so much social media, and I get insecure when I look at these pictures of beautiful women. Of course, fake pictures, but still it does something to your head. It makes you feel insecure. The struggle must be insane for young girls to feel like they have to live up to something that isn't real. What if they start posting pictures of themselves online and Photoshop those pictures and put an image out there of themselves that they can never accomplish? So a sort of fantasy perfect version of themselves online, so that they always feel that they're not good enough in real life. So then you kind of start having your life online. And I feel like that's going on right now, and it's scary. And when you can have so much more fulfillment when you just help someone, or you know, when you just visit your grandma, or when you go shopping with a girlfriend, or just real things, real life is so much better than what's going on online. It's not real. If you find any of this helpful, and if you can relate, so if you have struggles, maybe in the past, maybe right now, if you can relate, then please just leave a message in the comment section. And maybe if you are past that, so if you have overcome those feelings and that destructive internal dialogue, let me know what you did to make it better. And my tip is just to look at yourself in the mirror and realize what you have got instead of what you do not have. You know, focus on positives. That's a great life motto, I feel like. Look at positives in your life. Stop focusing on the negatives, because then the negatives will grow. You don't want that. So focus on the positives. That's my number one tip. So if you have a really good tip, then let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. And little Maui is gone to sleep. I'm telling you, this little guy has made me so happy. I love this little guy so much. So yeah, it helped me a lot with loneliness. I never thought that it could help, but ever since I got a cat and I went to therapy, my life has been so much better. So much better. I'm way more happy than I used to be. So I can definitely recommend getting a cat and going to therapy and focusing on the positives in your life. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.